Welcome to the StockMatter.com studios here in the Black Hills of South Dakota. I'm your Stockmatter Brian Johnson. And want to do a quick video for you. I know, 2 in 1 week. Wow, I'm on a roll, huh? Let's cover a few things. First of all, let me just say again, Rich, if you have been sending me emails, I have also been sending you emails. The problem is I don't think my emails are getting through to you. All of them come back undeliverable. Your question was, do you have to have PayPal to participate in the newsletter? No, you do not. I have many people call me up and do a credit card over the phone. They mail me checks, they mail me bank checks, money orders, whatever. That works fine for me. So no, you do not need a PayPal account to be in the trading room or the V newsletter, either one. Trading room's going very well. It's an ever-evolving process. I now do about 2.5 hours in the morning, and then we trade the last hour of the day, which has proved to be extremely beneficial to both myself and the participants. It gets very choppy in the middle of the day, and we're finding a lot of really good trades. Once again, here at the end of the day today, we had it's pretty common, but a really, really nice runner right at the end of the day. And we're able to pull out. We use the mid caps to trade that one, and that one netted us about 900. I think I got about 900. Some people got about 1,300 out of that by just right into the very end of the day. One trade. So I really, really like the trading room. If you guys want to try it out, let me know. Hop in for a day, check it out. Like I said, we do about 2.5 hours in the morning, an hour in the afternoon. It works perfect. It's all we need. You don't need a lot of trades to make money in the markets. So just need the right trades. Right, moving on to the markets themselves. Guys, we were up, we were down, we were back up. So we gapped up, we went down, we went back up again. Decent movement so that you could day trade. Terrible movement if you're a longer term investor. There just hasn't been a lot of movement going on. Most of it, as we've seen, has been sideways. So it hasn't been so much about investing in ETFs, SPY, SSO, those type of things. It's been more about investing in the right stocks. Those have been able to carry us. Apple's been a screamer. Not lately, but it has been a screamer. It's been a really good one. So has Baidu. So has Google. So has... man, I don't know, we had a lot on the newsletter last week that were really, really good movers for us. I'm currently in a few from the trading room that we got into quite a ways back. ARE at 66.45. I'm still in that one. I got just a small quarter position left in this one. Sohu, I have a small quarter of a position left in this one. Oh, this one was short from 68.40. SEO. This one we have been long since about 56 or 57, but I might get stopped out of this tomorrow. This is just a small position again, and this one is oil short. So when oil goes down, this goes up, and we've been playing a lot of these. So to give you an idea of what we do in the trading room and in the newsletter, this is the type of stuff we're doing. I'm giving you stuff to look at every single week and opportunities to trade both, and I give you entries. Hey, get long here, get short there. Targets, this is what I'm looking for, or move your stops up or move your stops down, or whatever the case might be. So I try to make it as easy as I possibly can. And when the markets move, boy, we get some really, really good runners. Like that Sohu, that's been a good swing trade. A lot of these aren't day trades. Most everything I give you are for swing traders. Those people that want to get in for a couple of days, or like Sohu, a couple of weeks. That one, I think I've been in a good week now and still holding. Just really like what it's doing. All right, on to the markets themselves. Gap up, run down, run back up. Overall, it's all sideways chop. You can see we're still stuck in this little channel to the downside. Not a lot's changed from Tuesday. Stuck in between these moving averages here and awaiting the next bigger move. If we move on to the daily, you can see what we're doing is pressing up and against this 20-day moving average. Okay, so this is the dog. This is what we're looking at coming into even tomorrow. Fridays notoriously are good for the bulls in a lot of cases. So if the bulls can find their way up and over this 20-day and stay there, Fridays typically have about, the first 2-3 hours of the day. You get some movement. Then after that, it just kind of absolutely deadlines the rest of the day. It's kind of a waste of time into the end of the day. So tomorrow, looking to see if it can actually push and close above the 20-day moving average. You can see we've been up and up and up, but have not been able to actually close above the magic green line that is holding everything back. Crazy how those work sometimes. This is true of a lot of the other indices too, so these are what you'll be watching coming into tomorrow. I really like this thing back below 11.9, and I like it back above 11.450, 11.5. It's a ways to go. Don't know if you want to get in, and I don't know if I would be one that would get in and stay in over the weekend. But it could make for some very nice day trading if you can get in and above some of these levels. Even a sneak above, if you want to try long above the 20-day, great. I think you're in good shape there, but you better protect it. You've seen what's happened the last few days. You just want to find one that's going to stick. NASDAQ, NDX 60-minute. This line needs to be changed. This line's a little bit off. This should actually be down a little bit. There is a really nice channel that's being formed right now in the NDX. We hit it today. So if I went back in time, I could show you here. And actually, I will show you. Hold on. Move that line down and made this chart larger. So as you can see, right down around in this area now, we're just starting to push the bottom side of this channel. There's other good pieces of support and resistance. Keep this in mind. We were down 1% today in the NASDAQ 100. We were not down all that much in the rest of the indices, showing lots of weakness within the bigger tech stocks. Bigger picture, not so much of a telltale deal quite yet. Reason being is a lot of these other stocks are pushing these levels, and they've been down to at least retest these lower levels. We haven't sniffed these levels yet. The NDX has been holding up really, really strong. If this starts to fall apart, let me just tell you that this is probably going to be indicative of what the other markets will and probably should do. Once the money starts to pour out of the bigger, stronger tech stocks, that's usually a sign things aren't going quite so well. So something to keep in mind as we push forward. If we go to the daily, you can see the same type of channel forming here. It's really setting up a very nice channel that's holding so far. But as has been my target, I really like below 2150 on the NDX. I'm not a big shorter of this, so I would prefer it get above the 200-day for a long position, but below 2150 for those of you that like to trade the NDX. From a weekly, can we hold these moving averages yet another week? Right now we're just stuck in a little bit of a range right here between these moving averages, so around 2270 and about 2170, a little 100-point range here. SPX 60-minute did the same thing. It's chopping, grinding, slowly moving its way downwards. Today it did get below a lot of these moving averages. It did hold below a lot of these moving averages, but my positions on the SPX have been 1140, 1120, 1100, and really 1160, which is what we came back to revisit and stop at today. But 1140 today, low, 1139.93. It's just lather, rinse, repeat here. So breaks below 1140, like that to the short side, then 1120. Then 1100. If we can break 1100, now I'm a little bit more convinced about this potential wave 5 down. I do still have more of a bearish bias. I am still looking for some more bearish action to come into the market. Tomorrow is the last day of the month, and October typically isn't all that nice to the markets. That might be when we finally get some sort of a push to the downside to kind of rectify all of this sideways chop we've seen for the last 9 weeks or so. But point is, bigger picture, until these lower levels are broken, there's really nothing to, for the bears to really be all that proud about quite yet. It's just a huge consolidation. We can see it here on the daily as well. Once again, above the 20, above the 20, back to the 20. It's all about the 20-day moving average here on the Dow and the SPX. Pretty clear. Just watch these and look for breaks above these, and more importantly, closes above these. Going all the way back here to the beginning of August, you can see where this has led. And that answer is basically nowhere. For you longer-term investors, it's been pretty slow. It's been pretty boring. Really hasn't been a whole lot to do. This is when trying to find and knowing how to find the best stocks to trade is so vitally important. If you're trading the ETFs, you're not going anywhere. You're not making anything. You need to know how to find the good stocks to trade. What's moving, what's not, what's setting up, what's not. That's what it's all about. That's where you make your money. When the market goes sideways like this, you don't make your money trading SSO and SPY. You make your money finding something that's actually going somewhere. And it's that type of knowledge that really, really, really goes a long way into making money in the markets themselves. Keep that in mind. All right, VIX daily, you can see up, down, whatever. It's all sideways. This is the same chop that we're seeing, just kind of reflected a little differently in the markets. Weekly closes tomorrow. Really looking for these pushes up and above that area. By then, we should have some confirmation of the move down when that happens in the markets. FAS 60-minute also stuck in a big consolidation. This one I would like above 12 and below 11. Yeah, I think that's probably the best places to be looking at this coming into tomorrow. Above 12 and below 11 on FAS. The same thing can be found here on the daily. For the longer term trade, once again, 20-day moving average. Really pretty easy here. So you want to get it up above not only 12, but then make sure you're watching it coming as it comes into its 20-day moving average. If it can break above that in any kind of a good, strong fashion, I think you might have a really good trade on your hands that you can hold for a little while. FAZ, then it'll be below 59 and above 66. This thing's moving a little bit faster, and it's caught in the same type of range as what we're seeing with all the rest of them. Coming into tomorrow, you got to get back below this area, 20-day moving average. We're literally 3 cents above it, so it shouldn't be that hard to make a move past it. It's whether or not we can actually close below that level. Otherwise, bigger picture, guys, it's all sideways. It's just the same stuff, different day. Okay, that'll wrap it up for this video, guys. We're just waiting for something to give us an indication of something. A lot of people want to be very bearish. That's fine. I think there's a good case for the bear side. I'm still ever so slightly bearish. A lot of people want to be bullish. That's fine. I think there's a good case for the bull side. But I'm going to go right back to what I've preached and preached and preached time and time and time again, and that is let the market be your guide. Wait for the market to make its move, then you move with it. Don't move without the markets. Okay, it's way too easy to develop a bias and try to cheat it. That's a good way to blow up your account. Let the market make its move with it, you'll be just fine. All right, guys, coming into the fall, got some openings here on the mentoring side of things. You guys are always looking to make trading either A, profitable business for yourself, or B, maybe a full-time job for you one of these days. You got to have a solid education in what you're doing. It's not just about going long, going short. It's about all the subtleties that go behind it, and that's what the mentoring course covers. It's about 30 hours of hard instruction, and then after that, that's really when the instruction begins. In the mentoring course, once we're done with the mentoring, I'm yours forever. There's no extra charge to ask me questions, and it's really, really beneficial, I've found, for my students, that when they have a question, they know they have someone they can ask. They don't have to worry about whether or not they can get a hold of me. They don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be around. They know the answer to that question, and that is I'm yours forever. So it makes an immense difference when you're trading to know that there's always somebody there you can ask questions to. So I hope you'll give it a shot. I hope you'll think about it. Ask me if you have any more questions about it. Send me an email. Give me a call, whatever it might be. And as always, we'll see you guys, probably early next week. I'll shoot again for a Tuesday video. Have a good one.